They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And able to find Conley. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll leave this for Ware. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This fielded at the 2. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. In motion left goes a tight end. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, 2nd to last in the entire NFL. Rivers now on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Now Rivers. And he fends him off. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how you guys are going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
Here's Jacob Shum now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Knocked down from the side at the 36. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. The slot man in motion right. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. That'll bring up second down. To throw, Rivers. This is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Nick Novak on now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Novak out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at they'll begin the drive with Hunt. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 19. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Here we go.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 20, 10, 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards on the ground. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And the slot man goes in motion left. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a good gain. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Rivers. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when your running back can catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
They'll throw again. Rivers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Another all-pro play by the all-pro Eric Berry. What makes this guy so good at reading defenses is making pick-6 plays like that.
But we know he's fantastic athletically, can cover sideline to sideline, end zone to end zone, but he does make educated guesses. Great film study, observation during a game, and when he decides to go after it, it usually turns out right.
He had a pair of pick-6s in 2016 and a very memorable pick-2 against the Falcons. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Chargers getting set to go. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football, and that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Novak out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the rookie corner from Iowa, Desmond King. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Set. Boom. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Mahomes now on first down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down following the run.
Now let's go. Leopard. Oh, Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Back to throw, Rush. Going underneath for Gordon. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Rush. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Joey Bosa in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Mahomes to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Corey Legion busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Set. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. All right, now, watch him now, Barney.
Now here's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw on second down. Rush. Forced out to his left. Got some room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here we go now.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Rush. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 3rd down. Something to think about with these Chargers. They had 4 losses a season ago when leading with 3 minutes or less.
So you think that their fans right now, they're hopeful, but not necessarily expecting it to go their way.
Yeah, not counting their chickens just yet. On 3rd down. Rush. But it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Novak out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll leave this for Ware. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st down, Mahomes finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Sherman. 12 more yards there and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go. Green 39. Green.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Kelsey out in the slot right.
Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's second down. And this looks to probably be the final play. They come out here in the eye, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go. Green 39.
One final try for Mahomes. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. And they'll let that play, the completed pass, stand as they decline the penalty.
So do you get the sense they like their defense?
Yeah, they wanted that next down to come up.
Yeah, they weren't worried about the yardage there at all. Just what you said. Let the downs trickle away.
And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go now.
And now here's a carry heading left. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be